Okay, so I want to talk about today the hand of God, which is serious. It's heavy. See, sometimes we give Satan too much credit. We do need to be aware of Satan's work. We do need to be aware that Satan kills, steals, destroys, devours. We do got to be aware of the devil's schemes, his wiles, what he's doing in our life. But we also have to be aware that this is happening all under the authority of God, that God has a plan in it. God has a purpose for it. You see, some things we're attributing to Satan, and it's actually God. We don't realize how intimately God is working with us in our lives. You see, you look at Jonah, and God is right with Jonah. Yeah, I gave you specific instruction, and you just gonna go the other way. I got something for that. There's no way you can escape me. Yeah, I'm gonna meet you there, and I got something for you when you get there. And you trying to get out of that, I got something for you there too. I'm moving with you because you're gonna do what it is that I say, right? Not only does that happen, but even after the fact, Jonah like, just kill me. I'm over it. I'm done. And the Lord, he offers, a plant that grows that provides shade for Jonah, but then allows the plant to wither and die. And, he's sitting there and he's teaching Jonah, like, shouldn't I have as much care and compassion for these people that don't know they left for the right hand as you do this plant? So understand what's happening there. The Lord has provided Jonah with specific instruction on what to do. He is with Jonah in step, making sure Jonah understands that he will do what thus saith the Lord because he's chosen. But then he stays with Jonah and he teaches him, he disciplines him, right? He's helping him understand what's going on. This is a loving father. This is a beautiful father and son relationship that we have here. I want you to see that that's how God works in our lives as well. You see, if you look at the book of Jonah and you took out the fact that God spoke to Jonah after he told him to go to Nineveh and gave him instruction, you could just blame that on anything. You could blame the weather. Oh, that's just life. That's life, and this is crazy. How was this storm happening? The wind, the waves, what's going on? It's just his luck, right? How does this whale come up? How are all these people turning against him now, and they throwing all the stuff and they won't even listen to him, telling him to throw him off the ship? He could blame it on so many things. The plant, all that. But since he was in relationship with the Lord, and we know the Lord is working with Jonah in Jonah's life to get his word that he spoke to Jonah fulfilled, we understand, oh, this ain't just life. This ain't just people. And this ain't a satanic attack. This is the hand of God. You see, some of these things you're putting on Satan and you binding and you cast it out and you doing all the right stuff if it was Satan. But Satan's sitting back like, dog, it ain't even me. Satan like, see, I get all the heat. It ain't even me. It's your God. Yeah. God is the one that is moving in your life in such a way in which he has to funnel you into the narrow path. He has to create a way for you to be able to walk down that narrow road. Because the road is narrow, it's restricted. The gate is small. It takes specific steps for you to get through the gate. Few find it. Few find it. So the fact that you even find it is a reason for you to rejoice. But the Lord needs to do something in you. He needs to do something with you. He needs to get you there. So he needed Jonah to do something specific, yeah, it came with some hardship. It came with some difficulty. It came with some discomfort because it had to break Jonah down to the point where he would just say, yes, Lord. See, some of y'all experiencing so much havoc in y'all life because the Lord needs you to say yes. The Lord needs you to turn to him, to break down, to surrender, and do what thus saith the Lord. And he not going to let up. You see, you need to go read the Old Testament. You need to go read the OT guide. Okay, how God brought death to people's doorsteps that rebelled against him. Death, calamity, hardship. Yeah, it was God. It was the Lord that brought a tormenting spirit to Saul. What do you think he's doing with you and your rebellion and your hesitation and your pause? See, this message that the Lord gave me was take up your cross and follow God. You got to see God for what he's doing. Yeah, we need to be hip to what Satan is doing. We need to know that he exists. We need to know that he's at work. But even more so, we need to know our God. And if you're experiencing that much spiritual warfare, you got to ask yourself, I'm submitted to God. I'm surrendered to God. I obey God. Yeah, I'm under the Psalm 91 protection of God. I actually pray that over my life every day. Why am I experiencing so much difficulty, so much trouble? You done bind it, cast it out. You done called out everything you knew. You done recited scripture. You try your best to convince yourself, I'm walking in victory. I'm walking in victory. I'm a conqueror. I'm the head, not the tail. You just going at it and worshiping and praying and speaking in tongues, and none of it is working. You see, you got to go to God and ask God what's going on, what's happening. Because see, the Lord could be trying to communicate something to you that you're resistant to. Yeah, he's been trying to speak something to you. You know he's been telling you to fast. You know he's been telling you to slow down. You know the work that he's been having you do is boring. It's frustrating. It's tiring. You don't even like it no more. Maybe that's the hand of the Lord that's telling you, I need to move you in another direction. See, you don't want to fast. You don't want to give up your food. You don't want to give up stuff. But the Lord's telling you to do it. So he's like, okay, you know I'm communicating this to you. You can act like you don't hear, but I know what you will respond to, and that's my hand. Yeah, I could show you better than I could tell you. Okay, Jonah, I got something for that. So understand, greater is he that is in you than he is in the world. So if all of this stuff is happening and you are surrendered and leaning into the Lord and doing all the spiritual war tactics you know how to do, and it's not working, you need to strongly consider that it's the Lord. Yeah. What is the Lord breaking you? Is the Lord crushing you? Is the Lord redirecting you? What is the Lord doing? Because all things work out for the good of those that love him, but they work out, baby. If they ain't working out, you need to find out why they not. You need to go talk to God and say, God, what's happening? So understand, not all things are spiritual attacks from the devil. God is at work in your life, and he has defeated the devil. He got all power over the devil. Devil ain't nothing in comparison to your God. So the devil ain't got that much power, that much authority in your life. You need to consider that if you've done all you can to stand, you need to stand to Satan. But you need to get on your knees to Jesus, and you need to ask him what's going on. Talk soon.